Picture this. You are a barista in New Jersey, working long shifts, pulling overtime and hustling for every tip. Then you hear President Trump's new tax bill could mean you won't pay tax or your tips overtime anymore. Sounds like a win, right? Well, maybe. This is the first episode in our series breaking down Trump's 2025 domestic policy bill, and today we are diving into what it does to taxes, who benefits, who doesn't, and what it means for the US economy. Let's start with the big headline. Trump's bill makes his 2017 tax cuts permanent. That includes lower individual income tax rates, a double standard deduction, and a corporate tax locked at 21%, down from 35%. Before 2017, all of this was supposed to expire by the end of 2025, but now it's here to stay. So who benefits? The top earners could see an average $12,000 cut per year. Middle-income families might save between $500 and $1,500, but the poorest Americans, they could actually end up worse off, facing a net tax increase of $1,600 annually, thanks to scaling back of credits and benefits. It's a shift that critics say favors the wealthy while offering only modest or even negative gains for low-income households. The bill also introduces new targeted tax breaks. Tips and overtime are now tax-free, aimed at boosting take-home pay for service workers. Auto loan interest is deductible, but only if the car is American-made.
We're trying to get approved, if we can. If you borrow money to buy a car, you're allowed to deduct interest payments for purposes of income tax, but only if the car is made in America.
Senior earners under $75,000 get up to $6,000 in temporary tax relief, and the child tax credit goes from $2,000 to $2,200 per child, though low-income families may still struggle to qualify for the full benefit. On the business front, companies get a major bonus. They can instantly write off 100% of the equipment and research expenses. The corporate tax is trimmed again from 21% to 20%, and it could drop to 15% if the company manufactures in the US. The goal is to incentivize domestic production and tech investment. But again, the biggest beneficiaries are large corporations, not small businesses or workers. Now, all these tax breakdowns don't come cheap. The overall cost of Trump's tax plan is $4.5 trillion over the next decade. Even with the deep cuts to Medicaid, food assistance, and clear energy programs, the bill still adds $2.8 trillion to the national deficit, which again is a concern raised by the Congressional Budget Office and independent analysts. Supporters say economic growth will make up for it, but experts warn that the math doesn't add up. In short, Trump's tax policy is about locking in the 2017 model, slashing taxes for the wealthy and businesses, adding some relief for workers and seniors, and betting that growth will cover the gap. But the cost is steep. The poorest American could end up paying more, and the national debt, that's rising too. This video is part of our series covering the impact of Trump's policy bill. Don't forget to check out explanations on taxes, healthcare, immigration, and more.